Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing really well as always. Welcome if you're joining me for the first time. It's so good to have you here. Whoop, Spirit have chosen these bright oracle to start with. So we're going to see what it brings for you. Already they're giving me a card. So we have Seek an Expert. Ooh, we have Start Anew. We have Give It to God. And Take a Breather. Oh my goodness. On the bottom, we have Rebel or Rebel, whichever way you want to word that. How you want to say it, rather. So, Sagittarius, is there a situation that you've been going through that has maybe caused you some discomfort, some distress, something that hasn't gone as you wanted it to go? This can be anything. It's going to be different for all of you, obviously, because it's a general reading. But, you know, are any of you needing advice regarding some aspect of your life? You know, be it relationships, be it something to do with a house, could be to do with a move. Could be to do with diet, because we have a massive mushroom here. You know, whatever it is for you, is there something that you need advice about because you're trying to come out of a difficult situation, or you're finding something in your life challenging at the moment and you're not quite sure how to move forward? I do think that there's some form of ending there for you, because we have Start Anew here. The lovely thing about having Start Anew is that we have this huge butterfly. Butterflies signify transformation, signify change. And the lovely thing about this change, following whatever this situation was, because this card feels heavy, this card feels light. So whatever that was, the new start is going to be a lot lighter, a lot brighter, and it's going to be transformative. We have the huge butterfly here, so I do feel it's quite a big step. So it could be something like a separation, a divorce, or a house move, something of that type. It feels big. We see the caterpillar here, but, you know, there are people that have done it before him or her. Don't know with a caterpillar, but there are butterflies here also. So yeah, there's a lot of change around some of you, and we'll have a look with the tarot in a moment to see how you're handling that, see if there's advice from Spirit on what could make that process easier. While we say make it easier, we have Give It to God. Some of you, it doesn't really matter at this moment whether you believe in God or not. What this is saying is give this problem, this anxiety, if you've had anxiety, this sadness, whatever the emotions that arose from this situation, let go of it. It's time to let go, because you have this beautiful new start. So, you know, this is symbolic of your thoughts and your feelings. And I know it's easier said than done, but I've said this in many readings before. When things get too heavy, I will say to Spirit, and I just literally say it out loud, I say, Spirit, I can't handle this on my own. I need you to step in, and I need you to help me with this. I need you to guide me through it, you know, or to take it away if they can. Spirit will decide on how to deal with it, obviously. But giving that away and feeling that, you know, Spirit will handle it is very, very powerful. So they're saying, you know, there's no need for you to take the energy that was here, that was heavy, into this beautiful new start, because you need to release it. And if you need help releasing it, Spirit and the angels are ready to take that burden from you, okay? They want you to take some time to rest. It's no wonder that card felt heavy, because it felt like, you know, you've put a lot of work in the past, you know, to whatever this situation was for you, and it's pretty much exhausted you, you know. So don't be afraid to take some time out for you, to take that, you know, breather and actually just rest for a while. Because again, if you're feeling tired or distressed about anything, it's going to interfere with this beautiful lightness of the new start. There may be some of you that feel that you know, you've had to make a real stand and rebel against the situation, you know. This signifies sort of authority, rules, regulations, and this person here is saying, oh, I don't want to do that, you know. So you may have had to make a stand against something, but I feel you did, and I feel this energy is strengthening for you in terms of your inner spirit. We'll find out more about that in a moment, because it's interesting, because sometimes when I see the bottom of the deck, sometimes I feel that it is in the future. Sometimes I feel that it's the overall energy relating to what happened back here. But with this one, I do feel it's future energy. So it may be that you need to stand up for yourself. There may be bits that come back to you regarding this situation, for example. I don't see it being anything major and troublesome, but it may be just something you have to deal with that you thought was dealt with. Okay, it could be paperwork that needs signing or something like that, but you need to stand your ground. We'll find out more about that with the tarot. So let's get into the tarot now. I'm going to use these today. Right. Spirit, tell us about this situation with the expert, please. They're already here. You're going to overcome whatever it is you're dealing with. You know, we have Six of Swords energy. This shows them with forward movement. Yes, there's a lot of darkness around, but they are fleeing the situation regardless of the obstacles in the way. You will overcome whatever obstacles are being presented to you. And it may just be that you've needed advice from someone else to help you get through those obstacles. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, so that it could be that there is some form of gift coming your way, some form of financial settlement or financial help. It's taken a long time to come. The Knight of Pentacles is a very steady knight, you know, but he will move at a steady pace in order to secure the outcome. And that's why I always say the King of Pentacles is the most stable king in the deck. Here we have the knight on his journey, but the knight often brings a gift. So this could be a financial payment that you've been fighting for, or it just could be that this new start is the stability that you've needed for a long time, you know. So as I said, it will be different for all of you. We have moon energy, and they've just said to me unexpected here. So there may be emotions that are unexpected. There may be things that are hidden that you didn't know that will come to light. And as I say, it doesn't surprise me in a way, because if that comes to light, when we see this card, the graphics are really unusual on this card, because we had two solid pillars that were stable, but then something unexpected came from the middle. So I think you will have this light new start. It will feel like a gift to you, but there may be hidden stuff that comes to light later, which is interesting, because that's why we had this Rebel card, I think. I don't know. We'll see when we get to the Rebel card whether those two match up. But Spirit are saying if something comes up that you're not expecting, just release the emotion around it and ask for spiritual guidance and spiritual help on how to handle it. But here's your new beginning. It's not going to stop you moving forward, whatever that is. I don't feel it's anything big. I think it's just an inconvenience, really. But it's not going to stop you. The Fool is the energy of taking a leap of faith, you know, just moving forward and having that new start. You've got two new start cards in this deck. In this layout, sorry. Three of Wands has just popped out. So Three of Wands is about your opportunity coming in. This is about sometimes the Three of Wands to me looks very chaotic. And just when you're sort of feeling a bit despondent, and you may have to take a break because you're exhausted, that's when things begin to move. That's when your ship is coming in. This is your new start, Sagittarius. Let's find out about this Rebel card. Oh, wow. If you stand your ground in this situation, whatever presents itself for you, your luck will change. This is the wheel moving forward. The cycle will continue to go round, but it will work in your favour as long as you stand your ground. That is the advice from Spirit regarding this situation. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Don't believe it. King of Cups has come up. Doesn't matter what deck I use. In this whole set, I think the King of Cups has come up in every single reading. So it's obviously a strong energy around generally at the moment. But in this particular deck, and as I said to you, the Spirit do tell me which deck to use. They guide me in a direction at any stage of the reading. They guided me to this one. Now, the King of Cups in this scenario is sitting in his throne. He's not letting anything faze him, regardless of the fact that the waters around him are choppy. Now, in other decks, the King of Cups is sitting in his throne and everything's calm around him. But they wanted me to use this deck. So there's a message here about you staying calm in choppy waters. So if you're dealing with something tricky, it's about balancing those emotions. If they're getting a bit much and you're finding them upsetting or difficult, Spirit are there. Hand them to Spirit and say, please help me through this situation. Please take it from me, so they can remove that energy from you. But this is about you being calm. There's also, again, message about self-care here, because I said again, that's not come up already. It must have been in the previous reading. But this is about self-care and you giving that nurture, because the King of Cups is very protective, very nurturing. And this is about you self-protecting, but staying calm if things are choppy around you, Sagittarius. That's very interesting reading. I'm just going to pull some Moonology. You know, I'm addicted to them. So we're going to finish off by pulling 2 or 3 cards and see if any of you would like a personal reading. I do have them open at the moment. If you're on a PC, you'll see a QR code with a coffee cup in the middle of it, or coffee, whatever it is, in the middle of it. If you're on a mobile, you won't see that, but the link is down below. If you go through to my Buy Me a Coffee page and just click on the shop tab, then that will show you all my readings that are available. I do keep the prices quite reasonable so that people can, you know, everybody can access them basically. So Sagittarius, let's get on with this reading. We've got Be Humble. Yeah, this is very much about you keeping those emotions stable. This is about you being thankful for any support and help that you get, but also being thankful to Spirit for the help that they give you. There's very much this thing about calmness here. We see this person just sitting looking at the moon ahead of them and, you know, not letting their emotions run away with them. I missed it, Spirit, sorry. Thank you. Embrace the flow of life. We're all going to have ups and downs, aren't we? And it looks like you've had something you've needed to deal with, Sagittarius, that has been tricky. They're asking you to make sure you think it through. So yeah, not making any rash decisions. Take advice where you need it in order to handle whatever this situation has been for you. I do feel that you're dealing with it now, by the way. So if you're not dealing with a difficult situation, I don't feel that it's upcoming. I feel that you already know about it, or you're in this situation. And it may be something lovely. It may be something like a house move. It's just been a bit of a test and a trial, trying to get the sale process going. It's something like that. So there's no need to worry about it. And you need to know that you are loved by Spirit. That is why they are asking you to give any stresses to them, so that you are free to enjoy this beautiful light energy that's coming with this new start. Right. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please do help me out by clicking the like button and subscribing if you haven't. It just helps the algorithm pick up the videos and show them more often. So that's just really helpful in helping me to build the channel. So thank you for your messages, your help and your support. And I will read for you again really soon. Bye for now.